What's up, guys? It is Rymac here, and on this video, it's going to be a little bit different. If you watched any of my other videos, usually my cadence is I roll through screen slides to teach and train and get points across, and then I try to work in live screens or animations or whatever. But for this one, I want to talk about the Go High Level free pricing, the rent trap, and basically this screen right here. You know, and the good and the bad, because there's nothing wrong. I'm not here to talk crap about Go High Level, and I'm not here to promote. I'm not an affiliate of Go High Level. I personally own my own stuff, and I can't write a line of code. But this image right here, we're going to kind of go over this. I'm going to walk you through Go High Level, the good, the bad, what I would do if I was you, if you're brand new and you're thinking about signing up for a trial, like the best way to do it. Um, to get the most success, but I'm just going to logically walk you through this, and I'm going to show you why I fired Go High Level and without knowing how to write a line of code, use Claude Code, and built my own thing. Okay, so let's do this. So if you're looking for a free trial, if you go to GoHighLevel.com, they have a free 14-day trial. You can find 30-day trials, and I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Again, I'm not an affiliate of Go High Level. Okay. But I am in the back end of a Go High Level account under a guy named Shiny or whatever. This is an account as a free seat. I bought something. I bought some information to learn about Claude Code from him because I can't write code, and it came with a free account. And so I was like, perfect. I can actually use this to walk you through it. This would represent the $97 seat over here. Okay. In each level unlocks a little bit more. Most people fall around the $300 a month. So, you have your dashboard, right? There's nothing in my dashboard. You have your conversation windows, you have your calendar, your contacts, opportunities, which would be like a pipeline board. Okay. Its stuff loads slow. I'm sorry. It's just high level. Um, so you have like new leads, first call, whatever the case is. And this one, because it loaded in some snapshots that came from him, it has some basic stuff set up in it. Okay. Um, the big thing right now is the AI agent. So let's sit here and talk about this for a second. If you use Go High Level for and AI agents are great. I'm going to show you. I have the chat ones. I have voice. I have everything. I skip out Go High Level. Go High Level is a middleman markup, and then they also charge huge markups on just like hosting and basic stuff wrapped into that $300 to $500 a month plus the usage, right? So let's go, for example, to Voice AI, and I think in this account, okay, so yeah, here's an example. You can see on July 11th. So a couple weeks ago, I set up this just to show you. Now, on my own Go High Level account, I don't have access to anymore because I canceled it, right? But currently, right now, I run on my voice. I run Claude's 4.5 Sonnet on my chat stuff, and then you'll have. I'm going to show you everything, so you'll have the opportunity to go and you can call my agents, you can talk to them, whatever case is. I would ask that you just don't um if you want to get scheduled and talk to me, then do it, but don't just sit there and rope my calendar with a bunch of fake stuff, please. So now on this build, it estimates 16 cents to 20 cents a minute. Now I'm going to tell you that it's going to cost you more than that. And if you look over this, it says the charges are an estimate. Final charges depend on the number of LLM calls per minute, attached actions, and knowledge base and custom variables. Okay, so by the time you actually make this prompt fit a business, and by the time you add in a knowledge base and you actually start making and it starts taking calls, when I did it and I ran the actual cheap, this is supposed to be cheaper, the balanced one, it ended up being about 50 cents a minute. I made a $10 test call and it cost me a 10-minute test call. And it cost me $5. And honestly, I know that and all that stuff's cheaper than that. And that's what sent me. I rage quit, and I was like, "Screw this! There's got to be a better way." Now this AI Claude stuff's out there. I got to be able to build my own crap, right? And it kind of sent me down a rabbit hole. Okay, now, yeah, yes, leave. And then going on down, you have marketing, your automations, which they charge you a premium, like a penny per for automations. You can build your sites, you make a membership, all the stuff's in here. Okay. Now, what I would do if you are thinking about signing up with GoHighLevel and trying their free stuff out, keep a couple things in mind. One, that free trial you're going to spend that whole free trial just learning. Okay. So we type in, how long does it take to learn GoHighLevel? Now, I'm experienced. I was actually one of the first users back in like 2018 or whatever it was that came out, 17, somewhere in there. Because I've been featured on Entrepreneurs on Fire. I had a public brand. I was a speaker, like all these things. So like I was one of the first kind of users in there. But learning GoHighLevel takes 30 to 60 days to feel comfortable with the basics, but 3 to 6 months of consistent use to master the platform. So really in your first 30 days, you're going to spend, you might get a basic comfortability, but it takes months to kind of master it. And so the free trial is good. And I suggest that you don't sign up for a free trial unless you're ready to hit the ground running. Now, one of the quickest ways, YouTube GoHighLevel free trial. So let's go to YouTube. Let's just get into YouTube. So one thing that I would say
if you sign up for GoHighLevel,
hold on, let me stop the.
If you sign up for GoHighLevel the normal way, you get a 14-day free trial.
You stop. Okay, are we in YouTube? So what I would do is, I would actually do, so whatever niche that you're in, I would look for it and look for an affiliate, because everybody's out there pushing GoHighLevel, but they're affiliates, and you want to see ones that come with a full snapshot. So if you're like an agency type person, what I would suggest for you to do is go find Mike Cooch, or say Office Hours. I know he does Office Hours, so this should be him. And sign up through someone like him. Mike, I go way back with Mike. I haven't talked to him in years, but I go way back with him. But he gives away a 30-day free trial and a whole snapshot in his whole R6 business, like actual business stuff. Okay. And so you'll hit the ground running because you will actually have snapshots, automations, follow-ups, website landing pages, like things that get started faster so you don't have to build it and figure it out on your own. So if you want to use GoHighLevel, I strongly suggest that you go find somebody like Mike Cooch or somebody that's real and not out there just pushing like make $1 million to GoHighLevel, get my snapshot for this. But they have a bunch of great affiliates out there, Mike being one of them. Go check them out if you're looking to get GoHighLevel. Okay. Now on the other side of that, this image up here. So, here's the GoHighLevel up here. Okay. Then down here is the 0 monthly cost hosting and how I set up my own CRM, and I'm going to show you that in here in just a second. And it does everything GoHighLevel does and more, and I can build onto it. And some of the pros and cons here are: if you rent, you don't pay, you lose everything, right? Not only you paying a bunch of markup, but they own you. You don't own anything. You're renting. When you build it on your own, you never lose anything. It's always yours. And plus, everything can be hosted on Google Cloud, Vercel, and GitHub for free. Okay. I put initial cost of $900 because to get the code, if you don't want to build your own code, I have the code and I can ship it to you for a one-time cost of $900, right? And we can talk more about that later if it's something you're interested in. But that's less than 2 months at the GoHighLevel Agency Pro, and then you never pay a monthly cost again for any of that. Right now, I'm going to show you, I think I've paid a handful of dollars a month. Okay. And that's because I upgrade it because I'm building so many things. Right. So let's get back to it. So let me pull over this browser over here because I was in the one that I don't work in, so I could show you all that stuff. Let's start here. So this is my GoHighLevel replacement. Okay. You can see it has everything over here on the left that GoHighLevel has, right? And you have the dashboard here. This is a demo account, so you can't see all of the client stuff. Fun little map box thing here. That's a little extra whiz-bang. But you have your pipeline snapshots, just like the dashboard tab, right? Recent open deals, whatever case is, you can do quick actions, okay? You have your conversations, contacts, your pipeline, right? I have the same draggable pipeline. So right now in this demo account, there's 330,001, right? So let's say that Eagle Eye inspection jobs. We just won this. Let's go ahead and drag them over. Boom. That's updated. Move to 1. And if there's any automations or workflows, they'll fire in the background. There's a calendar built in. And if you notice, this stuff loads up a lot faster than GoHighLevel. You can build your booking link. There's tasks, forms, and look how much quicker my stuff like loads up versus what we're doing there. And you have quotes, websites, workflows, everything else. Everything's in there. You can broadcast. You have your AI agents, and you can write your prompts in here, right? And then for your number, you go straight to Twilio, so you're not renting a GoHighLevel number, which that's all they're doing is they're going to Twilio. And you can set up everything you could do with GoHighLevel. Okay, I own it. Okay, broadcast, and then you have your reports. Okay, so then you got your reporting tab. So this powers this powers everything in my enterprise. Okay, so first I have Oath Driven, which is my like holding company, if you will. Oath Driven is my GovCon tracking because I am a Marine. I'm 100% disabled veteran, and I'm a Marine. So service disabled veteran, own small business. That's what I am. And this is just a page that just shows it speaks to government contractor people, and it's all got fancy words and all this shit. Right. But I built this with Claude, real quick. Okay, it didn't take long. But there I am, right there. See when I was in the rain. So, like I said, I have Alodra. Okay, and then the Alodra powers Sierra 6. So Sierra 6 is for veteran-owned home services only. So imagine if Alodra, and see, as an exit pod, you can do everything you do everywhere else. Imagine if Alodra was your agency. Okay, it's my agency, right? And then I have Sierra 6 underneath it. It's white labeled. Okay, so it has its own account underneath there. So anybody that comes in that is a client to there, it falls under the Sierra 6 AI brand. Okay, and it has everything. Get the chat. Okay, you got the call my AI assistant. It's just a scheduling assistant. Okay, it has everything that GoHighLevel will have. But it doesn't cost me anything to host every month, and I pay direct pricing to GoHighLevel. Now, the other thing I've built that is powered by Lodra is an AI prospect that can call your phone like a live sales dashboard. Okay, it's actually being built right now, but let me show you the back. So, this is a practice screen. So in sales, like you can read all the sales books, learn all the sales stuff, but it doesn't matter. You need the practices. So you have Jamie, Denise, you have different easy, medium, hard, hardest. Okay, and they're built on real personas of the types of callers that you would get in sales. And then it has my sales framework, pre-call, build rapport, diagnose, get a commitment, present, test, close. And it has all the stuff through here to help you along. And this is what you would have live on a call to help you through. Okay, so this whole backend dashboard, this is a scorecard after I talked to Dr. Chin, the hardest one on there. It tells me what I did and didn't do. Okay. And then so it has a scorecard. So this is a whole software built on the back. It has like a let's see, a break room in it. It just shows you calls made. So you set your you got make X amount of calls to get an X amount of goal, whatever. Got the little wibble wobble stuff in here. It's just a break room. Okay. The live call board, right? So I've already filled out something here, but you would fill out this. Look, it's been tracking for 5,000 minutes. That's funny. Has objection handler in here. I need to think about it. Okay, makes sense. Our best customers need to think about it too while I'm here. You can ask me questions. Well, let me ask you this on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being I wish I never took this call, and 10 being I'm ready to start right now. Where are you? They answer, hey, what would it take to get you to a 10, right? So it has a quick objection handler in here. There's only 3 ways you need to handle any and all objections. That's actually on commit to close. Is like a fun little site that I made for developers because I want to teach them how to sell their whiz bangs, right? But here is I got proof of just all the different sales I've done, okay, over the years. My profit calculator that I close big deals on. Sales isn't difficult. It's a framework, okay? Here are the stages, right? So you can actually go here to commit to close and look through all these free. It gives away the whole framework, why everything works, and then it'll show you the different isolations, and it's all written in Git code and stuff for developers. So you might not understand it if you're not a coder, but you'll see the framework. Okay, so all this stuff is powered by Alodra. Let's go to Alodra. So you can see the front end. And this is where, if you're interested in having a conversation with me, your CRM isn't software, it's a landlord. If you're interested in having a conversation with me, come in here, apply to qualify, and then I'll work with a handful of people. You can actually put in a calculator to see how much GoHighLevel will cost you, right? And you don't have to put in any information. So over 10 years, it'll cost 566 grand. 448,000 is missing out and just white label costs because you're paying 118,000 in rent. It gives you like a roadmap and stuff like that. Okay, so that's that stuff. So on the back end of AP, let me log in here. We'll keep going here. I'll show you. Oop. Let me get logged in real quick. It was logged in, but it signed out, I guess, while we're going through everything else. We'll come back to that while it logs in. So Vercel is where everything's hosted. These are where all my projects are. As you can see, I got a bunch of things going on here, so I'm not bullshitting you. So there's 3 days remaining in the cycle, and I've only spent $4.23. And that's because I put a $20 credit up. That's because I was building so much stuff that I wanted to spit it out faster. Okay? But you can actually, if you're not a crazy serial entrepreneur like me that's building 3 softwares at once, it's free. Okay? It's free. Now, my Google Cloud, where it's free. Last 30 days spin. Okay, it is free, and you can also see that I am using it, right. And then so let's get rid of some of these windows as I go down them. Resend is where my emails go through. They have a completely free. So when I first built Alodra, all the emails are going through it. It's completely free using Resend. But I have so many things going on that I upgrade it to $20 a month just so that I can make sure I have pure sending domains for each one of my different things. And I want to make sure I was inboxing and stuff like that. But they have a free level here that most people don't even need to go past. Resend.com. Okay. Let's see. Chad. So let me show you how can I help you. So let me show you Chad. Chad. Claude settings. So when I first signed up, like I said, I just kind of rage quit. When I first signed up for Claude, right here, just June 11th, so not long ago, I paid $20. I just went right to the $20 plan. And then within a day and a half, they're like, you spent too much. So I paid $45 to get more usage. And then I went through that and I was like, well, hell, I'll just upgrade to $100 a month. That's what I need. And then I went all the way to July 15th, and you can see where I paid my first $100 a month. So that is my true cost right here since June 11th on AI. All right. So I pay $100 a month, basically. I just didn't know what I was doing when I first started, and I'm still learning it every day, right? But that is my true cost. I pay $100 a month now for it. Okay. Vape, we get logged in here. How do I get back to show you the costs in here? I don't want to show you my API keys. See, and here's the thing is I don't ever have to really come in here because Claude comes in here for me, does all this stuff. Billing 6.3 credits is somewhere in here. I'm not sure. I don't want to sit here and bore you guys with going through this stuff, but Vapey, I use it with the Claude Sonnet. It comes out to literally about 10 cents a minute all in, mixed in there. Okay, so Vapey you can use. It's cutting out some of the middleman, and I'm actually there's another way I could do a little bit better too, and cut my cost down more. But I'm still learning, right? So the Alodra powers everything. Again, if you're interested in not paying GoHighLevel every month and you don't want to take the route, or you're already using GoHighLevel, it has an integration feature. We can integrate everything and pull it over into your own CRM. Okay. So if you're gonna go check this out, it shows you a lot more of the back end, stuff that is powering all that fun stuff, right? Sierra 6 is powered by it. Let's get rid of that and oath driven. So now we come back here real quick and closing to this screen. So the top is software as a service ownership. Okay. So you can do all this stuff, but you're going to pay over the next, if you are in it to win it for a long time, you're going to pay and lose over $500,000 over the next 10 years. and if you miss a payment or you lose something or whatever the case is, you have to stop for a couple months. You're going to lose all your data. You're going to lose everything. Okay. With this model, you build it and you have Claude maintain it. And let me show you what I mean by that. So watch this. Actually, um, hold on 1 second. Okay, so let me show you actually using Claude and Claude Code in the terminal. Okay, let me get the terminal. It's going to load up here. Do, do, do. So we'll open up. I just watched. Open my desktop select folder. So it's going to get into the terminal, and there's plenty of videos and stuff. And if you get in my Skool group and things like that, you'll be able to see. So you can see all the different things I have over here. Um, so let me get Claude open, and then I need to move it into my O-driven folder. Make sure this stays on the screen. You should be able to see everything. Make it big. What happens if I maximize it? Can you still see in here? Oh yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Tacky work was 5. Okay. Why? So it's open. I want to move. What's going on? Okay. My computer's moving slow from the screenshot. So move into oath driven. Okay. Let's just do this. I'm already in Cloud Code. I was gonna start a fresh one, but okay. So you can see I've been working in it. So watch. So one note. Okay. One note. Right maximize the skill. Yeah, I don't want that bubble. So okay, just tell me what I just have. Okay, so hey, use this video link and make a new. We'll use video link and RIMAC SEO content blog skill and write a post about. Boop. Ah, crap. Let me get the video real quick. Okay. All right. I went and grabbed it real quick. There we go. For Alodra blog that way it syndicates. So it's going to. So right now we're not working in Alodra. Okay, I'm in production folder. All right, about for my Skool community. And so now it's going to figure all that out. So let me show you how it does that. The post doesn't already exist. Okay, let's go to Alodra. And go down to the bottom. Boop, 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 boop. So here's my blog. Read the blog. And also you can see here, hi, I'm Allie, right? And then you can call Allie here. And you can see, so here's all the different posts that are on there. But that one is not on there. So it'll pop up in the top up here after it says it's done. Now, for this thing, to go through and apply to verify, you see I click on it. Applying is it's not that difficult. It's name, email, like what you're up to, your website, what you're paying, what's going on, have you been looking around. It takes literally 2 minutes. But if you call Allie, or if you chat with Allie, she will just help you book all that. So you don't even have to apply. Like she will do it, or you can call and she will do it. And that's all powered by this. Okay. And while we wait on that post to get up, let's go to Skool commit to. You can tell I don't work out of this window because it doesn't even have my own Skool about. So you can go to commit to close / about Skool. You can see there's only 13 members as a brand new Skool, so you will get the most out of it, and you'll get the most of my attention. But in my Skool, I have my complete sales framework and more stuff's being added in here. Okay. We have building things that sells. Okay. How to build a real offer, pricing your offers, the one I just got done doing, why I stopped building AI agents. It shows how to make files and folders, which is what this one is doing. So all these files and folders is very simple to actually set up when you know what you're doing. But you can see right here, it's doing all of the blog work. Fetch title, your AI pricing is wrong, so that it's the live pricing video. So it's figuring out a low SEO writing. What? That's what I meant. Is making sure. So it found the right skill, Lodra SEO writer. I told it Ryan Mac SEO writer. Um, Let me do the SERP recon. So look, it's doing all the SERP recon. Okay. So it's still working on building that skill. So by the time you watch this video, say go write it. So it made a draft for me. Okay, and it's saying say go. I can go read the draft if I want, right? But I'm just gonna say go. 1, 2, 3, go. And then it'll turn that draft off and then it'll publish it. And then once it's published, it will syndicate through. So in and this was everything that I just went through in the previous video, um, where it was breaking everything down after I made it. Okay, so you can just see that I use it and it does most of the talking, and then I do one little write them, I insert it, and it does all this work. It's doing all this work, all this work, all this work, all this work. And it looks intimidating, but it writes all the code. I can't write all this code. Okay, that's the whole point. Let's go down and then we'll wrap this video up, and then maybe I'll talk to you on the phones from if you schedule a call, or I'll catch you in my Skool where I teach building, marketing, and closing with a passion on closing. I think sales has the wrong negative connotation added to it, and it's not being pushy, it's not being manipulative. It is working through a framework and is helping people make a decision, and that's it. So we will minimize this, and I will pause this and we'll come back whenever the post is up. Oh, and while that post goes up, if you go to the only Rymac, it actually has a short link to all of my things, all of my whiz bangs and things, and we can connect there as well. So you can do that. Let's see where Claude Code is at. All right, so it's still writing it out. Like I said, I don't have to do anything. And let's hopefully see you in the Skool, in the community. And again, if you're going to get a GoHighLevel, find somebody like Mike Cooch or a really good person that does good business, and they give you a bunch of snapshots so you can hit the ground running. If you want to own, come talk to me over at Alodra or in my Skool. Always got your back, Rymac.